Hey, what's up guys? It is DJ, and today we have some early new and updated mods released on Farm Sim 22. In total, we have 33 mods today. For all platforms, 16 new and 15 updates, and PC Mac players got 1 new and 1 update. In today's video, we'll show you all the new ones, plus customization, and even the new map that was released, and we will review every mod that got an update. Starting off today with new ones for all platforms, we have Glenleathann. This is a map from Kahlbacher. You guys probably know his name. The map is based, I believe, in the UK. Of course, you can see through here. We also have Alien Gems UK right-hand drive cars. All base game productions are spread across the map, which is wonderful, and the map is precision farming ready. He does say there are some forestry areas spread about the map if you guys want to do a little bit of forestry. All base game and DLC products can be sold at multiple outlets apart from iron ore. There are 108 fields of all shapes and sizes, 5 different farms if you guys like to do multiplayer and things like that, lots of painting options and terrain paint tools, things like that, modified animal pens available in the build menu, as well as a lime buying station and some sheds and wall types. There's a bunch of stuff to this, and there's also a lot of ways to remove things as well. You can find those in the description of the map itself. So, let's take a look at the PDA. What do we own? Well, most of the top left-hand corner of the map at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields starting off, plus the main farm, which is honestly pretty epic. Let's see if we can find ourselves a way out of here and take a look at it. So it is a little bit more, I would say, condensed, but there's a lot going on here. Goodness gracious. We got all kinds of stuff up here. We have the horse pasture. We got your house, a sheep barn. We've got a cow area with a feeding robot, bale storage, medium petrol tank, silos, everything, man. Quite literally just about everything you could possibly need in this area by itself. And then we own all the areas around it as well, which is super, super cool. Pricing for everything, fairly cheap-ish, not too wild and crazy. You're looking at about $250,000 roughly for each field, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. And you can also buy the farmlands around the town as well. I say farmlands, well, the town itself. $1.2 million will get you that. It's not a whole lot of land, but there are some stuff on there if you guys would like that. Again, as mentioned, we do have all of the base game processing stuff around. Now, pretty easy to find where the rest of your farms are. We've got one there, one here, and then it looks like possibly one up there. I don't know. Let's poke around, see what we can find. So coming up at the bottom left-hand corner farm now, I am also interested if we would be able to sell some of these things. We can, which is very, very cool. And actually, I don't own the land, but we can sell the buildings. So if you just want to make a bunch of money selling buildings, cheat or whatever. I'm not saying you should, but I'm definitely not saying you can't. Coming up on another farm here, this is at the kind of middle bottom right-hand corner of the map. We do have a little town area south of it. Very cool, very cool. And another one. Here you go. These are all fairly different. I mean, using, base game buildings and things like that, but one of the nice things is they all look very, very different, which I am super, super down for. We also have one more, I believe, up here at the top right-hand corner of the map. We'll just fly up there. Of course, we have our BGA there on the right. A nice castle off in the distance. And then right here, we have this farm. Now, that is the map border right here. You're not able to get out there, not able to do anything, but it does feel like, especially when you're down on the ground, that it just kind of keeps going, which is really nice. I love when mappers do that. They do a really good job. It's super simple, but extremely effective. And there you go. There's your 5th setup. Now, let's take a look at what we get in new farmer mode, and there is a bunch to it. So we have a Massey 6S. We also have a Vario 314 from Fent. As far as John Deere goes, we have a 6R, which is cool. And then we have a John Deere Harvester. We got the 2017 pickup, Brandner tipper. We do have the header for the John Deere. We also have a corn head as well. Stone picker. Hey, we're seeing more of those recently. We have a mulcher as well. Don't normally get mulchers in new farmer mode. Cultivator. We have a subsoiler. Great to see there. Pottinger seeder. It's the only one you need. We've also got a Vineland planter. Very cool. Roller. We've got sprayer for the front and the rear, fertilizer and lime spreader. We have a weeder. We have our grass roller, front and rear mowers. Goodness gracious, a tedder, big windrower. Oh man, loading wagon, a baler with wrapping. That's actually using one of the new Massey Ferguson balers. We've got a round bale collector, front loader. We've got a bale spike, loading or a loader right there, header trailer, and 2 weights. My goodness. You have basically everything you need to start an incredibly successful farming empire on this map. This is going to be a lot of fun. Next, we have the Claas Lexion 410-440. This is a new combine harvester for all platforms. We have 196 horsepower on here. We can also do 225, 260, 320, and back down. The pack itself is, well, a pack. We have 3 headers, as well as a corn header, and we have a header trailer. A lot comes with this. Wheel options give us Trelleborg. We also have BKT, Continental, Michelin, Midas, Vredestein, and back in, and we could do a standard and wide tire. Cabin, we have an old and new cabin, which also changes up the decals, which is very cool. Extra front lights, of course, yes. Side beacon light, we have yes or no. And then pipe, we have the old short pipe, old long pipe, new short, new long, and back in. Main color, we could change up the bottom if you guys like to do that. And we got our license plate. Now we have the Cord Champion, 3.4 meters at 6 miles an hour. And then we have our header trailer. We could change this up depending on which one we want to go with 600 or 660. We do have a couple options for tail lights, which they didn't have to do, but very cool that they did. And then we have the license plate. Now we have a couple different headers through here. So we have the C510, which I guess technically doesn't work with a header trailer, but it's only 5.1 meters. I think you'll be okay. We've also got this version right here. We have stickers for old and new. 6 meters at 6 miles an hour, or 6.6 meters at 6 miles an hour. Again, stickers new and old. I like that we have a new and old version of this. This is kind of neat. You could do like I don't want to say an old iron, but you could definitely start with maybe a little bit older and then just change the stickers. Be like, we got a new combine. All right. Next is the New Holland FR450 from Agritono. This has got 449 horsepower. It comes in a pack by itself. We can bump that up to 516, 600, 685, 824, and back in. Yeah, we're doing 824. Goodness gracious. The engine costs as much as the harvester does. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, Continental, Michelin, Midas, Vredestein, and back in again. We can do a crawler track. We've actually got twin wheels on here as well, even with a wide at the back. And we have transport wheels. So if you guys want to do a little bit of role play, you can do that as well. I love this thing. Glass, we have standard and a couple different smoked options. We have stickers, black or blue. That is super cool. Body work, we can change that to black. The cabin, we can change that to black. And the pipe, we could change that to black. Give me the rims. Man, that thing looks good. I ain't gonna lie about it. That thing looks really good. Next, we have a semi-truck pack. This is the HSK Series from NASA Modding. Eric Isaac, AgroMods, and AJ3D. There's a bunch of trucks in here. They're all very similar. They say that this is a South American style truck, but they added some options and I think changed the body style a little bit. Like we got a sport truck right here. I love that. That looks really cool. They tried to put some stuff in here that kind of resembles other trucks very similarly throughout other regions and the rest of the world, which is super cool. Now, some of these, and pretty much almost all of them, have the exact same options or same customization. And interestingly, we have the 4x2 ARG, which I'm not actually sure what that works with. I think it works with some of the other NASA modding mods or maybe AgroMods stuff. Nonetheless, you could go through here, you kind of find what you like. Love the seating, love the pattern inside as well. You can go with a semi-truck version. We've got different options for front grills, if you guys like that, or maybe you don't like the lizard logo. Wheel designs, we've got quite a few different versions through there. Of course, radio antenna, if you guys like that. Mirrors, we have plastic ones and chrome and latches. We have different stuff for that as well. Fuel tank, primary, chrome, plastic through there. Decoration lanterns. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't even know where they are. Where are they? Don't see them. All right. Frontal suspension, yes or no. So you guys can kneel if you want to. Stairs lights, obviously we want those. Main color, we've got quite a few custom colors. We're just going to go with, you know what? Let's go with blue 01. Love that. And then we've got a couple other things as well, like front grille. We'll change that up to red. Design color here. Let's go with a yellow. Oh, that's cool. Fenders, I don't know, bright green. Yeah, and then rim colors, of course, are rim colors, pretty much everything you need in there. And you've got all the options for everything. We've even got some with different engine options. I think 360 might be the most powerful. Yeah, I think this is the most powerful one right here. So if you want to go one, there you go. Check it out. Next, we have something that I know you guys have been waiting on. The Case H Concord Air Drill System from Series Modding. We have talked about this for a while in Farm Sim News, and it is finally here. Both pieces, super, super exciting for this. I don't know, did this pass the first time around? I think it does. I'm not quite sure. Nonetheless, so we have seed and fertilizer capacities in here, 11,220 liters combined. We have lizard tires, Vredestein, and back in again. Can't change either one of them up, so just choose the one that you want. Fill auger, we have yes or no if you guys want to do that. Kind of makes it easy, a little bit easier sometimes. And then main color is actually going to be the spout on there. So if you guys want, you can change that color up. Now, we have the brains of the system, I guess, or the body, I don't know. 9.1 meters, 7 miles an hour, 144 horsepower is required, but do keep in mind it weighs 14.8 tons, and this weighs 5.9, so it's gonna weigh a little bit more than 20 tons altogether. So make sure you got more than 114 horsepower, 144 horsepower. Nonetheless, we've got different wheel setups here. We have a rear attacher design. It doesn't remove it, just changes the design up. Secondary color, so you can change that if you want to. And then the drawbar color. You can change that if you want to as well. This is a regular seeder, and it is a direct drill. Now, I have went and I have grabbed Series Modding's 9380 right here, which is woohoo, a little bit fast. And let's go through here and see what we can do. So we are going to hook up the seeder right here first, and we'll take a look and see a couple things that it can do. It says turn on additional tank. Turn off. Okay, open cover. There we go. And it'll come through. Let's pull forward a little bit. So this will be good if you're using some type of semi-truck or something like that. That way you can dump in your seed, and then you can move, dump in your fertilizer, and then you can close it. And it looks like that is everything there. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with solid fertilizer. So 3,600 liters of solid fertilizer. Good to know there. And 7,620 liters of seed. So it is, well, it doesn't tell us in the game. Oop, I crashed. Best backwards driver in Farm Sim. Oh, look at it. Look, up. I was so close. All right, I got it. We're good. Let's head out to the field. Of course, this is going to be a seeder, so it does all of your standard seeding crops. We will just leave it on wheat. We'll move along through here. I'm a little bit slow with this, but again, I've mentioned make sure that you've got a bit of horsepower. This is more than 20 tons altogether. It is going to be extremely heavy, so you want to make sure that you are good to go. Otherwise, you're going to be rocking and rolling a little bit slow. Speaking of slow, it does take a little while to unfold, but I mean, you know, can't rush beauty. Put it down, turn it on, and rock and roll. There you go. It is seeding at an exorbitant rate, though. It's going 20 miles an hour. I do not have fast farming enabled. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what I did. But, hey, is this going fast for you guys as well? I'm not quite sure what's going on. I can't even activate real speed limit mod right now, actually. I'm not sure what's going on. Next, we have the Alpego DF Pack. We've got a couple power heroes in here. The first one is the DF 400, 4 meters, and then we have a 5-meter version. Let's take a look at these. So we have 120 and 180 horsepower respectively, and they both go at 6 miles an hour. And it looks like we have the exact same customization options here as well. Rollers of a spiral roller or cage roller. We also have packer rollers, which are my favorite on there. As far as the track breaker, we've got those if you want them. And then the power shafts, we have yellow or black. This is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful mod. Next is a slurry spreader. This is the Lizard T544-1 from JMZ. This holds 6,700 liters of slurry or digestate, 80 horsepower required, 12 meter spread at 10 miles an hour. Wheel options, we have Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, BKT, and Michelin and Nukian tires. We change a few of these up, but not all of them, so be ready for that. Fenders, we've got a couple different options through there. Pipe, yes or no, definitely going with yes. Decals or decals, we've got a couple of those through there, yes or no. The cross sticker, I believe this was on the back, is that correct? Yeah, right there. Seen that a couple times before. Main color, we've got, well, some interesting colors that blend in with the product, we'll say that much. You could change up the motor on the front, we could change up the color of the hose, and even the rim colors. We've got full options for those. Quite a bit of customization. Next is the Lizard HL trailer, or trailer pack. They didn't actually say pack, so there you go. This is from Holland FS, and we have a few different sets here. So we have the trailer HL itself, which is going to be the base of your runnings. Yeah, there you go. Bell trailer. We have a standard, extension, cattle truck body base, liquid transport, and bell trailer. We've also got the same things in wood, which is super duper cool. As far as our standard, this holds 8,000. The extension holds 12, or you could bump that up to 15. Again, the cattle truck body base, we'll talk about that momentarily. The liquid transport holds up to 3,000 liters, which is super cool, and then everything else is exactly the same as well. One thing that I really like is it's just what's shiny wood, to be fair, but which doesn't exist in real life, I don't think. But we've got all kinds of stuff through there. That's so cool. And then your design color, we even have some custom colors here if you would like to change those up as well. Now, we have the animal transport body itself right here. You can either do the wood or you can make it match with a color option. We could do 5 cattle, 8 pigs, 8 sheep, or 4 horses, so that's cool. And then we have the camping trailer. If you guys watched, I think it was the Scandi Flick World Tour, Grand Tour episode, this is kind of reminds me of that a little bit, so very, very interesting. Next is the Lizard BoxSmart. This was released for PC and Mac players, I think a week or two ago, and it was a branded mod. Now, today we have the Lizard version. We've got diamond plating on there. We've also got main color. You could change that, and your design color, which is going to be on the very top. Now, this I'm not quite sure about. So let's see if we can find a few things. We'll load up, and I want to see, can we open this? Can we close it? Can we add weight? What can we do with this? Because I didn't really do much figuring around. So we have raise and lower. And that's it. We just attached the BoxSmart. Weighs 400 kilograms. But that's about it, man. Next, we have the Balefork 100. This bad boy right here works with front loaders with 200 kilogram weight, main color, pretty much all of them, and in design color, all of them. So this is kind of nice. It is a standard unbranded Balefork, which could be any color you want. It's so simple. I love it. Next, we have a massive placeable pack. And I know I always say it wouldn't be a mod video without new placeables, but this is ridiculous. We got a bunch of them in here. Let's just start over here with the cattle shed. I absolutely love all the detail that's going into this. I think a lot of guys that do placeables do a really fine job. But this is just on another level, man. Taking a look over here, we only have room for 45 cattle. Granted, the area that the cattle are in, it's not very large. The biggest thing here is going to be how you're... oh, I cannot get out this way. I've gotten myself stuck. Crap. Let's go through here. There we go. It's just the level of detail and the massive, huge area and the amount of everything here. We'll head upstairs as well. We'll go ahead and open this up. Of course, we have a place here for, well, it says storage, which is super, super cool. We've got a bell storage built in. We've even got an area here where you can just kick out the bells if you want to. And then we've got another area around here. I'm sure many of you guys watching this right now have seen or been somewhere that looked exactly like this. And this is just the cattle shed. There's so much more. We even have, through here, a chicken pasture. Let's take a look through here. 360 chickens. So They're going to be cramped, but they'll be fine. We have the farmhouse itself. Now, I don't believe that there's an interior. There is. It's just not a very large interior. Actually, I take that back. It's a pretty decent interior. We got a place right here where we can change clothes, and then a door out to the back side. So some of it is open. There is part of the house over here that is not open, so heads up there. Next is the fermenter. We'll get over here and take a look at this. So we have grass silage, hay, chaff, and straw silage. Told you straw silage is a thing. I was cheating it in, but evidently it's real. We've got in here all of this stuff. It is 1-to-1, 120 cycles per month. Production costs $2 per cycle, or $2 per month rather. It's negligible at the very end of the day. Honestly, this mod right here may be worth it just for the whole thing. Next up is garage. We have a 3-bay garage. It's a little bit smaller, but this would be good for like putting a mower in, compact tractor, something like that. That would be absolutely perfect for it. Then we have the pig barn. $50,000 for this. Let's go ahead and open her up, and we'll come in here, and we could do 150 little baby piggies. We do have an area up top, but of course we've got the door here where we can go inside. I think there's a bigger door. Yeah, there it is. We'll go through here. Pretty much a drive-through area there. Whole area here for you little baby piggies. And then, of course, we have, boop, a big storage area up top and then a way down. How cool is that? Then we have the flagpole. USA, baby. Gotta love the flagpole. Nice. Moving on, we have the small shed. Now we have small, medium, and large sheds coming up. So a little bit different through there. There's your medium shed. And then the large shed, awkwardly, is smaller than the medium one. But you know what? I'm not here to judge. The door animation speaks for itself. Pretty epic. How about that? Moving on, we have the drive-through shed. You can put a couple of these together if you really want to. There are lights, however, they are hanging. That is a Harry Potter light setup. They're just hanging out, man. We have the water tower right here, so you guys can get yourself some water. We have the farm sign, the White Farm. Very cool. Then we have the manure pit. You guys can put manure in there. We have a pallet rack. You can put a couple of these together. We also have a bunker silo. Very large bunker silo at that. Yeah, it keeps going around. We got so much stuff here. Windmill, $8,000 on this. It'll give you $50 per day, which is super cool. We've also got this, the vegetable garden, tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries. You can make those. Little baby puppy dog. We've got that, which matches up. And then we have 4, count them, 4 different extensions for the buildings. So we've got extensions that we can go off to the side. You can add them to the edges, whatever. This is so you can build your very own farm. Now, one thing that I did not do was check to see, can we change the color of these? And the answer to that is no. So everything is going to be white. But you know what? That's pretty cool. Next, we have the small modular bunker silo pack. And since I just did a whole bunch of stuff, I can't do it again, man. We have a bunch of stuff in here. So each one of these is just a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, a little bit wider than the last. And then, of course, we have our Verge type bunker silos as well. These are pretty popular in my area. But hey, maybe you've never used them before. That'd be a great time. And of course, the next one is a pack as well. These are the storage sheds. They are a set of storage sheds that you guys can use to store bales and pallets. So they have the bale and pallet storage in them as well, which is super duper cool. Unfortunately, I gotta leave soon for the airport, so I don't have enough time to get all of these out like I did the barn pack, which I probably wouldn't have done in the first place. Whole bunch of stuff here, man. There is just so many different types. Even some of these would look great with the white barn pack. So jump in, check them out. I think you guys are really going to like this pack. Did I mention there's another shed pack? Yeah. I want to go home. First we have the I don't know how to say that word. What is that? Phytosanitary shed. There you go. $255,000. That's what I can read. You got some stuff through here. We also have a large, long wooden shed through there. Kind of similar thing with this one as well, just a little bit cheaper. Big silo shed, that's really cool. And then we've got one that's kind of, let's say dropped off, but it's just like four bunker silos inside one shed. That's super cool. And then we've got a smaller version of the storage here, which is just a silo. Huge. Man, huge packs today. Next to last, we have the vehicle storage with workshop from MS Modding. Fortunately for me, this is one mod, so I can show this to you really quickly. We've got to place it here. Very easy to cut the lights on and off from anywhere in the shed. I like how modders are doing that these days. And then we have a place where you can work on your vehicle, which is super duper cool. Yeah, man. Check that out. That's awesome. And your last new one for all platforms today is going to be the drive-through log shed from BK Mods. They always do a really good job on everything, and this is no different. You get all the way up on that, and it still looks fantastic. We do have some lighting inside. It's just a drive-through shed. Should make like seating. Maybe you've got a combine harvester, something like that. This will make it loading up real easy. Making our way over to mod updates for all platforms, we have the East Vineland, New Jersey map. This is version 1302. They do say that this update does not require a new game save, which is great news. They fixed missing function description for the compost bunker silo, fixed the issue that the door for the chicken fence rotated incorrectly when opened or closed, fixed the issue that the cow barn robot animations would not work when feeding the cows, added sell point for pig food, added an additional sell point animal dealer feed sales. However, this new sell point will only show up when you do start a new save game, so heads up there. He's also added pig food as a byproduct of additional products, and productions no longer produce pig food bins. Pig food is now dispensed from silos at the productions to create bulk. Next update for all platforms is that 3 small farms is version 1001. City Center Apartments set mod required. Modifications of the third of the gold ingot collectible and invisible wall in the cow farm fixed. Next is the Case IH Axial-Flow 250 series from custom modding. This is version 1.1. Patriot version of the plotting stickers. We have window tint, new animations, new pipe options, new LED light bar. We also have removed headers and passenger seat for the Kahlbacher Pack DLC required. Taking a quick look in here at the Case IH Axial-Flow, we've got the Patriot. Check that out. So we have USA, Canada, Brazil, Australia, or nothing. So that is super cool to see on the side of this. I'm definitely adding this. Next up, the DF M2680 version 1.1 fixed issues with putting header on the trailer and added wide tires. Next is the John Deere HD50F articulated header from Agritono. This is version 1.5, added multicolor for you to combine this with other harvesters in the game to create your very own. They also say now in the mod 2 cutters appear, one with multicolor and the other not, and added the possibility to remove brand stickers. And when we jump in, you guys can see we have the regular one and the multifruit. Now, I say multifruit, multicolor. The interesting thing is, the regular one is still multicolor. Like, you could still change this, I think. I don't know, actually, nothing's changing. Oh, the air bar, that's what changes. Now here, the multicolor, we could change everything. So air bar, we have yes or no. We're going to put that on there just in case. We also have the cutter side nozzle. Yeah, we could change a few of those up if you want to. Branded stickers, yes or no. Takes off the John Deere logos, but leaves the cutout area for them. So heads up there. Main color, well, we go in here. We're definitely going to be weird and do that. Branded stickers, we'll turn that off. Design color, let's see. Where's my light gray? Let's see, we'll go with that. Design color, red? Nah, design color black. Let's go with black. Oh, that looks good. And then lastly at the front, let's go with a chrome setup. There you go. Oh, the wheels. Oh, look at that. There they are. Light gray? Ba-bam! You never know. Your next update is the Lizard 45143A. This is version 1001. Finalized sounds. And we have the exact same update for the Lizard 55102. Again, finalized sounds. And yet again, the Lizard 55111 version 1001. Finalized sounds. The next update, not finalized sounds, is the Sodimac Pack from Universe Simu Modding. This is version 1.1. The Sodimac Rafale series has been added. So since we have the Rafale game, let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. So we've got, I believe, 5 manure spreaders right here. I've also got the pumps and hoses DLC, so we have separated manure in there as well, but it's just regular. Now, these are all going to be extremely similar. We have wheel setups, and then as you can see here, we have a couple beacon setups as well, which is kind of nice. And then, well, back to wheel setups for this one. So let's talk about the different capacities and everything. 10,000 liters at 16 meters. Then we have 14,000 liters at 16 meters. 15,000 liters at 24 meters. We have 17,000 liters at 24 meters. And lastly, 21,500 at 16 meters. So kind of all over the place, a little bit different. Jump in, find the one that works for you. Next up, we have the Kahlbacher winter equipment from ITS version 1201. Now, we have version 1.2.0 on here, but I'm not quite sure what version 0.01 is. They've added the VP320 Vario snowplow for some optimizations, but otherwise I'm not quite sure. One that I do know about is the Thuringian Farm Set from Caster version 1101. Pigsty has been fixed, and misplaced light switch has been fixed, and the chicken fattening building straw decal position fixed. Old Garage got an update to version 1001, fixed small bugs and improved lights. And an update to the Lizard Rumbler van. This is version 2.2. New additions, they have configuration for automatic and manual loading, and bug fixes and changes, doors animations. Next to last update for all platforms today, the Multifruit container and ITRunner pack. This is version 102. Various visual fixes, and fix the collision when lowering the container to the ground. Now it does it correctly. And lastly, we have the mod wood storage version 1001. Adjusted the wood chip unload trigger. High trailers were not detected to unload. And your only new one for PC and Mac players is the Planti Center Penta line. Now this is the branded version of the Lizard Penta line that was released, I think, a few weeks ago for all platforms. There's nothing different. There's nothing crazy, nothing additional that you're going to be getting here. However, we do have a nice branding on there, which is very, very cool. You can find these in planters, and then of course you can see we've got all kinds of different setups here for 2.3 meters. We actually have two 2.3 meters. We got the IC controls in here as well. We've also got 3.1, 4 meter, 5, 6, and that's about it. So there you go. But yeah, we do have that IC control in here, which is something that we did not have for the all-platform version. And your last mod today is going to be an update to the extended game Infodisplay. This is version 1.2, added HU translation as well as the RU translation, fixed Lua error while connecting to dedicated server, and display temperature also in Fahrenheit if set via settings. Well guys, that is it for this one. Myself and Farmer Copper flying out to Germany today, so we're going to do some early videos and then we got to take off. Remember, videos over the next week or so are going to be a little bit interesting, and then in 2 weeks I'm going to be doing videos from a hotel room every single day, so just be ready for that. Keep an eye out on Discord, keep an eye out on the community tab. I will keep you updated with everything going on. Otherwise, I just hope you have a great day. We'll see you guys later.